Hi, Sarah here with the layout process video. I'm using my Mind the Scrap September 2016 kit today, and I'm following the Stuck sketch, which is the mid-July sketch. So I'll leave links below for both Mind the Scrap Facebook group and shop, and also the Stuck sketch challenge blog. So for this layout, like I say, I'm using the Mind the Scrap kit, but I haven't got that much left of it, and I also really wanted to do a layout that's all blue tones for this one. So I just grab a few papers from my stash and just try and find some that match the background paper, that floral one that I'm using. That one is from the kit, and I find this one by Maggie Holmes, which is absolute perfect colour to them florals, so I use that. I also use this strip of blue, which is We Are Memory Keepers, and I used this also in a previous video as just a bit of layering in another one of my September kit process videos. So for this one, there was just a small cluster with the photo at the bottom and then a big long strip up the side. So I've stayed fairly close to the sketch for this one. I've only changed a few little bits, but the general look is pretty similar, I think. So here I've just gone into my storage boxes there. They're by Art Bin, I think, and I just keep all sorts. I keep ephemera and tags and frames, and I've pulled out a tag here which I'm going to alter. I pulled out another one as well. I did think about adding a second one at the top, and then I've got a big frame and a slightly smaller frame. Well, not that big, but two frames that are also in them blue-green tones that I'm using. So now I'm adding this third paper, which I felt like it needed a lighter tone in there as well, and I just use a little bit of this paper, which is the Crepe Paper Cute Girl paper. So I'm just adding that as a layer behind the back, and then I add it down the side, and I'm going to add a scalloped edge to that one as well. So in order for my photo to stand out nicely, I wanted to bring in some white. So because I have white on my main background, I add a white border around my photo. I always trim my photos down so that they have no border, and then add the border back in, and then I can just change it up depending on what it's suited to best. I'm adding this paper down now, and I really wanted it this way around so that the darker colours are at the bottom, because it's slightly ombre, like a distressed ombre up the page, so I wanted it dark at the bottom. And this is just I think it's Fiskars scallop punch, so I've just punched out a scalloped edge on there, and I'm just trimming it down, and I'll add that along with a darker strip up the side of the layout, like so. I've found that I don't tend to use tags and frames recently, so I've been trying to get them used up. I had that box was a lot fuller before that I brought down, that had all these leftover tags and frames from previous kits and just things that I bought, and then they were just left over. But I've been making an effort to use them, and especially these tags, which are very thick cardstock and you can just alter them, and I did alter another one in a previous video, and I just love doing it now. So I'm really getting into tags. Still about frames, I am trying though. So here I'm just going through a ton of different sprays. There's distress sprays, dilutions, and Mr. Huey's as well. Just grabbing lots, all from in the sort of turquoise through to green spectrum, just to create this tag, which pretty much will tie in every colour that I have on my layout, which of course is all green blue tones anyway. So I've just smushed that around, got it going from dark to light at the top, and in order to do that I just made sure that when I was smushing the top of the tag, it was in the green at the top of the matte and the darker at the bottom. And I've recently found this tiny print bubble wrap, and I love it, and I was like, right, I need to stop using bubble wrap. I'm using it every time I make a layout, but here I go again using my tiny bubble wrap. And all I did was I didn't do it very obvious. I just did like a little bit of texture on that larger tag, and then I used the leftover on the smaller tag, which I'll use on a different project because I only use the one tag here. So this is just a bit of vellum that I had, again, of stuff I've had in my stash for over a year, so I'm just trying to get stuff used up. So this vellum had a perfect blue that went really well with the Heidi Swap Colour Shine in teal, which is what I used on the tag to add the shimmer over the top. So I just added a few layers and then just trimmed it down a little bit around the edge. Now I'm just adding a bit of foam, and this is all just to try and get my photo to pop up off the page and stand out from the background, because obviously a photo is photo and journaling is supposed to be more important than all the decoration really, so it's important that your photo does stand out and doesn't get lost in amongst all the goodies. So I did find the striker pose ephemera. I did think about using that, but I ended up not going with that one because he's sort of posing at the camera in his daddy's shoes there. Those little words are from my kit, which I'm using up. The two little buttons on the side there are waiting to go on. They're also from the kit. And I just pulled out these thickers to create my title and add a few embellishments from that sheet. And I also used the We Are Memory Keepers sticker sheet, which ties in well with this September kit because its release was the same time, and there's a few papers in my kit that go with it. So I'm just adding a few bits and bobs here and there, a few little pieces of ephemera, and I do pull out some Chamel, I think it's little by little, these cute little stickers here. I do pull out the enamel dots as well, but I don't use them. I just use a little camera and a little owl, which I perch on the edge of the Darling thicker. Now the reason why I've had to pull so much ephemera is because I had to look back through what came in my kit, and I've realised I've lost a sticker sheet, so I'm having to kind of just pull in a few extra things to get my kit used up. So I'm sure it will turn up after I've killed the kit, because you know that's the way it goes, isn't it? So here I'm just adding some gold colour shine. I also add some teal colour shine just sprinkled around here and there. I also got that cloud acetate that matches the wood button from the kit. That's Chamel Go Now Go, I believe. And that's about it. So thanks for joining me. Here's some close-ups, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Bye.